Hey sports fans, ASMR Sports here. Alrighty. So I was just, gumballs I will not be eating. This is a double bubble I will be eating. I was just, reading the comments on my last video, which is, which is where I opened up, among other things, a Topps Archives box of baseball, and I pulled a Yasmani Grandal. This card, in fact, let me just whip it out here. I pulled this card, and I was complaining about it, and I got a lot of feedback from folks who are pretty bothered by that. And I did respond to one comment, but then I thought, you know what, I'll just talk about it in one of my videos. And I guess I don't know. I think a lot of people who maybe watch one of my videos don't necessarily watch, many of them, and they don't really have a sense for kind of what I'm doing. But basically, boy, there's a very loud computer noise in the background. But basically, my main concern when I open things is what's the sort of value, what's the hobby, appreciation for the cards or card that I'm pulling going to be. And like when you pull something like this, so Yasmani Grandal is a catcher. He's been on a number of teams. I think he started with the Reds. He played, I think, last year with the Dodgers. Now he got signed by the White Sox, or maybe San Diego was who he ended up last year with. But I know he played like a year at least with the Dodgers. Anyway, so Yasmani Grandal, no doubt one of the best catchers in the game. Primarily, in my view, a defensive asset. But here's the thing: the best catcher in the game, I think, anyways, is JT Realmuto, who, frankly, is like maybe a slight notch above Grandal in terms of hobby value, which is to say 0 to none. People do not collect those guys, especially Grandal, because he's been on so many teams. Like, it's tough for a catcher who's ultimately, not somebody that the hobby's ever going to get excited about unless you're like Johnny Bench. If he's hopping around from team to team, because the only guy that I know of, well, actually the only two catchers playing today that I think have any like significant hobby value are Gary Sanchez of the Yankees, mostly because he had, a really great season or two to start off his career, and people thought he was going to be the next Johnny Bench. Turns out not so much. He's fizzled a bit, and his defense is kind of crap, and he had some weird injuries and blah, blah, blah. But he plays for the Yankees, which is another big thing. So, and he came up in the Yankees organization, so, a lot of Yankees fans do like him, and they collect him. So he's one that's got, but another catcher that has value is Yadier Molina, who has been with the Cardinals since day one and probably will retire with them, and has been on some very good championship teams, and has a real big fan following. So his cards actually do have significant value. If you pull one of his autos, you're gonna see some value for that. I don't know, I haven't looked them up, but I'm sure they're at least like $30 or $40 for an auto of him, and maybe more. I don't know how much he signs, but a guy like Grandal, no hobby following whatsoever. Nobody collects Yasmani Grandal. I'm being facetious when I say yeah. Nobody, obviously some do, but so I pulled that card with an autograph of him, numbered to 50. It's worth $10, and I get pissed and I say he's a nobody because, in terms of hobby value, he is a nobody. I don't mean to say he's a bad person, or he's a bad player, or he's not important to his teams, or blah, 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 blah. But people want to attack me because they think it means I don't know anything about baseball. Well, I don't know everything about baseball, but I know which players are valuable and which are not, and Yasmani Grandal is yourself, and I don't mean to offend you, and I don't, I don't think anything poorly about him. As frankly, hey, I'd love to have him on the Yankees. Frankly, if Sanchez doesn't get his act together, but doesn't mean I'd be excited about pulling his auto. That's worth $10 in a pack that costs like $45 or more. So that's just kind of the simple answer. All right, today I have a box of 2019 Prizm. This is Fast Break, which is one of several kind of retail-ish. It's funny they call this retail, like Panini calls this retail. Like if you buy a case of this, it says retail on the labeling. But I'm pretty sure I've never seen any of these Fast Break products in a retail outlet ever in my life. So I don't know. But anyways, it's one of many things that is not the main hobby box format of this product, and they call all the things that are not hobby retail, I guess, even though they actually don't ever show up in retail channels. So this is one of the better retail, if not the best, I think, retail formats. I believe it has refractors that are unique to Fast Break product, and yeah, I'm certain it does, because I've gotten this in prior years, which I've done on this show, or this channel I've talked about. They're like little tiny bubbles all over the card, and those are Fast Break refractors, and they come in different colors and blah blah blah. So anyways, these boxes, I think I got this one for $289, and it's probably worth more than that now, because this stuff's been just going nuts in value. And as you know, I have opened very little of this stuff this year because it's been so expensive the entire time it's been available. Like all Prizm basketball products last year, 2018-19 products were, they're hot. They're always hot right out the gate. But usually they cool down a bit, and things get to be more available, and you can get stuff for, not the price that it came out at, but a decent price. And that's when I bought a case of 2018-19 Fast Break Prizm. And that stuff is like, I don't know, quintupled in value since I got it. And this stuff might go down in the winter, especially if like this guy Zion Williamson, if he kind of tanks, or God forbid if he gets injured, this product could go down in value significantly over the winter, and that may or may not be a time to buy. We'll see. Ja Morant is also in this rookie class, and he is lighting it up. So a couple nice rookies here right off the bat. That's cool. Oh, that's a cool card. Very cool. So you gotta love that. So this card is called a Silver Prizm. It's kind of just a base refractor card, and these are sort of the gold standard of rookies in basketball. Is the Silver Prizms out of Prizm basketball. And so to get a Silver Prizm of a rookie is kind of, a really good thing to get. That's a Fast Break Prizm of a Donovan Mitchell subset card. So this is an awesome pull. I mean, this card's probably worth like $40, in ungraded condition. So, really cool pull right there. Now what you want to get is that piece of dust out there. What you want to get is lots of dust. Is one of these Silver Prizms of Zion. If you get that, it's worth about $1,000. It might be, I don't know where it's at right now, but at its peak it was like over 1,000, and then it went down to like 800. Kind of when he got injured right away. Well, actually, it wasn't even right away. It like took a few weeks or months into the season of him being injured for the prices to kind of settle down a bit. They went down to about 800, and then I think they went back up. And then when he made his debut and he had a really good first game, which was kind of crazy. He was on like a 17-point scoring run and hit like 4 3-pointers. I don't even know if he's hit a single 3-pointer since then. But he's not a 3-point shooter. He's like a, I don't know what I think he's like a power forward, but he's a muscle guy. He hangs out under the hoop and kind of just freaking dominates anybody around him. But anyway, so he had that weird first game, but it was it was good. And then his stuff just went bananas, and the price of all this Prizm basketball unopened stuff went bananas too. Yao Ming, that's a retired player, of course. Is that big, tall player out of China? 7'6". My goodness. I don't know if he's living back in China, but if he is, I hope he's not in the Wuhan area, where there's the ground zero for that coronavirus outbreak, which I'm sure you know all about if you see anything in the news lately. All right, we got our hit. It looks like oh, that's kind of neat. So this is a fast break autograph, and it's Grant Hill, who's a retired player. I don't know if he's in like the Hall of Fame. I mean, he was like a fantastic college player, and then had a decent NBA career. When he played in the NBA, I did not watch the NBA at all, but I knew of him because he was just a big name when he was drafted. So this might be a little value. I don't know if he has a collector following or hobby following. These fast break products seem to have a good number of like veteran retired autographs, and I've pulled a few of them, and I kind of like them because they're guys I've actually heard of. So that's cool. That's a cool autograph. It doesn't have a ton of value, and you'd certainly prefer to have one of the better, rookies in autograph. Mitchell Robinson. That's a pink number 250, and that's his second year card. I'll go ahead and put that one in a sleeve since it's fairly low numbered. And he's a young player that I think has not really materialized yet, if that's a word I can use. He's not I think met his full potential. So could do better. The Knicks are just freaking god awful every freaking year. I swear, those guys. R.J. Barrett was, I think, like the second or third pick in the draft in 2018, and he's on the Knicks and has not really done all that much with them. Jordan Poole is a decent player, I think. Tracy McGrady, Fearless, Subset, Fast Break, Prizm, not numbered. And our last card is Nikola Jokic. So far this box has been decent. Definitely like the Silver Prizm of one of the better rookies. I don't think is having too great of a season, I don't believe, but I'm not sure because I don't really follow basketball super closely. I just kind of know the headliners, and obviously I pay a little more attention to guys like Zion. So you get a lot of kind of parallels in this product between sort of the normal silver and color prisms you can get in here, and then all the fast break cards. It seems like we get a fast break Prizm every pack. Brandon Clark, don't know too much about him. Plays for the Grizzlies. Steph Curry. I am kind of wondering when that guy's going to be back from his injury. I feel like it's not too long now that he's going to be back. That'll be exciting. get fingerprints on these if you're wondering why I'm kind of holding them sort of strange. Romeo Langford, man, that guy follows me every basketball product I open. Jason Tatum for Sean Kemp. That was a beast back in the day. He was a very dynamic player. Had some serious slam dunk skills. I think he won a slam dunk contest or two. There's a nice Giannis. Just a base card. Now what is this? Can't be an auto because we already got it. Oh wow, cool. Jackson Hayes, I think, is a decent player. I feel like he's having a decent year, so he plays with Zion on the Pelicans. That's really nicely centered, so I like that. This might have to get graded if he ever does any good. So it's just looks like just a base fast break prism. Interesting that was backwards. I don't think any of the other like prisms we've got have been backwards, so I don't know if that means those are rarer than all the other prisms we've gotten or what. All right. Another pink one coming up. Brandon Ingram. Oh man, I've gotten like a ton of this guy too. Quindary Witherspoon. It's a pink, so that's numbered to 75. Put that one in a sleeve. Steve Nash. Veteran. Will Barton. Alright, I think that's half the box we just got through. Alright. Okay. Yep. Aaron Gordon. Davidus Servidus. Interesting. Nikola Jokic. Silver Prism. Kyle Lowry Fireworks. Terry Rozier. Dion Waiters. Alright, so my goal. There's Cam Reddish. He was one of like the top picks, but I don't think has done that much in the league. Plays for the Hawks, so he's with Trae Young, and that team is just not doing well. God dang, I have so much dust around here. It's freaking nuts. I feel like these cards have a lot of dust. Donovan Mitchell. There's a nice looking blue thing coming up here behind this one. And it is not a rookie, unfortunately. Jalen Brunson. Wonder what that's number 2, if anything. Number to 175, and that's a second-year card for him. Haven't heard much about him. I don't think he's doing anything too crazy. Tracy McGrady. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is having a heck of a season. His cards are doing nicely. I have a silver Prizm rookie card of him that I kind of dug out of my box of basketball listed stars that I keep. So that's kind of a cool thing to have. Mafundu Kabengele, DJ Warren, Charles Barkley, far out. Okay. This is guy who is doing pretty good, and I've been hearing that he has a lot of potential, could break out in the future, be a real superstar. He's got a lot of talent. There's Quindary again, haunting me. Robert Covington, base fast break Prizm right there. Markel Fultz, he was the #1 pick, I believe, in 2017. Whoa, sorry. And has not yet lived up to expectations. But he started with the 76ers and got traded to the Magic, and people were hoping that might be a nice change of pace for him, and he might do better, but I've not heard too much about him this year. I think he's doing okay. Number to 125, Kent Bazemore. Kyrie with the Celtics. Kevin Durant. Oh wow, that's kind of a cool one. I bet that might have a little bit of value, except it's a subset card, so those are often not super prized, but always cool to pull a Kobe. A lot of interest in his cards since he passed. Stuff is getting really valuable. I don't really have any. I was looking through my cards the other day. There's my box of star cards, and I did have a few just sort of base cards of him, so I pulled those out. Don't really have any like rookie cards or prisms of him. Ty Jerome, Isaiah Thomas, and Patrick Ewing. Ewing was my favorite player back in the day. I love the Knicks. Haven't really followed them in recent times though, and that's for the best because holy god, are they depressingly bad. Oh, that's a cool one. Joel Embiid. I think he just came back, if I'm not mistaken, from an injury. And he's obviously a megastar. Alonzo Mourning. So I'll put Joel in some plastic. That's number to 175, so that's a pretty cool looking card. That might actually be worth something. A little bit, maybe like $10, something like that. Nicely centered. Not perfect, but centering I feel like is a huge problem with this 2019-20 Prizm product. A lot of cards are tough to find centered for whatever reason. Alright, there you have it. One box of Prizm Fast Break current year. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.